Hello America, hello YouTube, hello the world. This is Eric at FlexPVC.com. This is going to be a short video, I hope. I want to explain to you about these kind of fittings. This is just one, we have lots of different kinds of this, but I want you to understand what the stainless steel ring on the end is for. This is a Schedule 80. I think there's a few that have the stainless steel ring in Schedule 40. Most of them are Schedule 80, but understand why this is here. If you thread plastic into plastic, any standard fitting will work. You don't need this fitting, okay? The only time you need this stainless steel ring is when you're threading metal in. If you're going the other way, if you're threading plastic into metal or plastic into plastic, you're fine. But if you're threading cast iron, bronze, aluminum, stainless into a plastic fitting, you must buy the fitting that has the ring on the outside. Now, there's some specialized exceptions to that rule. But if you're going normally, you must use the stainless steel ring. The reason why is very simple. When PVC fittings started being made back in the 50s and 60s, they wanted to maintain continuity with all of the existing plumbing parts out there. And everything out there is what's called IPS, iron pipe size. And you have national iron pipe thread. National iron pipe thread. What that means is those threads were designed for threading iron into iron. The taper, the thread pitch, all of that was designed for metals. Worked perfectly fine with metals, but when they started making stuff in plastic, things are different. If you try and thread a metal into a plastic that doesn't have this ring on it, it can crack it. Matter of fact, almost certainly it will crack it. It's just a matter of when it will crack it. Will it crack it when you first put it together or 3 years from now? I can't tell you. But I can tell you pretty much consistently, if you put metal, whether you use Teflon tape or thread compound, doesn't matter. Eventually, the likelihood of this cracking is very, very high. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, taper. Taper threads means they start out small, they get bigger. Okay, start small, gets bigger. You're pushing a funnel in here, a wedge-shaped thing into this, okay? It's going to split out here. Number two, thermal expansion. Metal expands and contracts due to heat or cold, different than plastic, okay? And over many cycles, this is going to work harden and it's going to crack, all right? So, if you're doing metal into threads, plastic threads, make sure you use the stainless steel reinforced ones, okay? Now, what if there's a fitting that you absolutely have to have, but you don't, it's not available with a stainless ring, okay? That's rare, but it does happen. You have two options. Option number one, take a hose clamp. Run a hose clamp around this, tighten it up as tight as you can. It's not the best option, okay? It is not the best option, but it might work for you. Second option, I have to make a video for you. There's another option, because I could tell you about it, but it would be pointless because until you see it demonstrated, you will never understand what I'm explaining to you, okay? There is a second option, okay? First option, buy the right fitting. Second option, if you have to, put a clamp on it. Third option, wait for my next video, okay? So I hope you found this useful. This is Eric at FlexPVC.com. If you have any questions, you can give us a call Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time. Remember, that's Pacific time. And email, you can email 24/7. I answer emails 6 days a week. I don't answer emails on Saturday, okay? I'm supposed to ask you to subscribe. I'm supposed to tell you to like. I'm supposed to tell you to leave comments below, okay? That's what they tell me to do. So I'm asking you to do it, okay? Thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Bye.